I'm a white American female from Kansas City.
I am an Indian and a Hindu.
I am a queer, feminist, atheist, Italian college student.
I am a white bodybuilder slash powerlifter and an artist.
I'm a student who is an American Muslim woman.
I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican, and I'm a geek.
I am a Indian woman.
I'm from Dallas.
I'm a straight female who's biracial and agnostic.
I'm Mexican and I'm a woman.
I'm an Hispanic, Christian, conservative kid.
Caucasian, a small town girl in Crete.
I identify as both an ally, an activist, and a student.
I'm Mexican American and I identify as straight.
I'm an American Muslim.
I am South Asian, female, and a religious.
I'm a redhead, I'm a writer, I am a feminist, and I am a Catholic in theory.
Disciple of Christ, an ethnic minority, and resident of Kansas City, Missouri. Whoop whoop.
I am a white bisexual.
Female, but an independent female. It's really big. And coming from a single parent household.
Black, Hispanic, gay, male, Texan, little monster, Christian conservative. I know, right?
Expect our parents to be working in like hotel management or something with gas stations or convenience stores.
Apparently we're very weird people and we don't like straight people.
You like obsess over your reflection, you know, you're also less intelligent.
Extremists, fundamentalists.
Being good at baseball and loving a bunch of sports.
Sometimes they smell. Their homes will always smell of curry. All they eat is curry.
Because I'm deaf, I can't talk.
And biracial, a lot of times people will think like you don't quite fit in anywhere.
Uneducated, have an accent, and definitely be undocumented.
Being closed-minded and not really being open and loving towards people.
That I am not exposed to a lot of things and that I have a country accent.
They assume that I have some secret agenda against America.
Or pre-professional.
That I absolutely hate men.
Right wing. I don't tolerate anyone that's different than me.
Being, just slutty or attention-seeking.
Always low class. They're always uneducated.
I'm a thief, or that I'm going to make low wages.
I'm an engineering major, and a lot of times whenever I tell people that, especially guys, they're kind of surprised just because there aren't a lot of girls in the engineering field.
Even though like I'm a bio major and everything, I still like doing little things that are totally unrelated to my major. So dancing or like, drawing once in a while.
I identify as queer and lesbian, and I have a boyfriend. I don't hate men, obviously.
When people see me be that combination of being upfront and open and loud and being Muslim, I think that takes apart conceptions that Muslim women are subservient.
I really don't like baseball, and that's like the sole sport in Puerto Rico.
I'm a pre-law student until majoring in journalism and film studies, which is very different than most South Asians.
Well, like when I was younger, I listened to country music, and people assume that if you're African American, you don't listen to country music, but it's not true.
I'm not undocumented, and I'm highly educated and come from a family of highly educated individuals.
I'd like to make sure I'm open with people and say, hey, I'm not better than you at all,
Just by being able to talk to people, I think that shows that I'm not judgmental.
Well, for one, I'm vegetarian and I hate beans.
I don't date a brown boy. Like, that's also another lovely stereotype, is that we all must date within the same community. LGBT stereotype, I'd say, I have long hair.
I'm a very motivated person, and as far as coming from a single parent household, I never, let that background discourage me.
I was in a group with a lot of guys, and I could kind of tell that they thought I probably wouldn't have as good ideas as they did, just because I was a girl, and they kind of took over.
One day I walked up to this table and I walked past them and was dumping my lunch tray, and I kind of give them a look. So, they're calling my friend a faggot, and so they call me a dyke, and it happened almost every day, for a while.
Well, here on campus, the construction workers, whenever I'd walk by, they would be like, "Hey, what's up, Jose?" I'm like,
thanks. It's not my name.
People will accuse you of random things. I've been accused of being like shoplifting with my family. My dad was once accused of that.
Freshman year of college, I was walking through Lowry Mall, speaking with my mother on the phone in Spanish, and a young woman stopped me and told me that this was America and I needed to speak English.
Like, some people assume, like, well, you're not really African American because you're also, like, half white. Like, you don't quite understand, but, I mean, I'm still African American. Like, it's still part of me.
When I would have zero tolerance for homophobic attitudes, a lot of people would mark me as an ally and treat me in a negative light because they viewed the gays and anybody who associated with them as a bad person.
During Halloween, I was dressed up as a zombie, and this woman's like, "Are you a Chilean miner?"
It's mostly just been like along the street, like go back home, go back to where you came from.
People will say like a sexist joke to see how I react.
The stuff you hear all the time, you know, that's so gay.
When I tell people that I'm part Hispanic, they're like, "Oh, so you're Cuban or Puerto Rican?" I'm like, "No, it's actually Mexican, but it's genetic." And then like it's part of like, "Oh, well, how much?" And it's like, does it really matter how much?
Festivals are my favorite. That's one of the things that I miss most about home, because it would just create this whole environment that would be just so much fun.
I love the feminist and gay community because it's like this all-encompassing safe space.
It's because there's a saying from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that says, even a smile is charity. And so if such a small item is something that I can contribute, I would love to do, 10 times more than that.
Definitely the music and the food.
I would love to just be a part of the wedding, because it's not just a one-day event or just a reception event or just a dress buying event. It's literally a week-long event of getting married.
And the beauty of our language.
My mom's salsa that she makes all the time at home, it's really good. I can never make it like her.
The idea of democracy, the idea of voting for a group of people in power was instituted by Muslims 1,400 years ago.
If you look at the music, it's also very diverse and it mirrors a lot of the social issues throughout time.
I love hip-hop, I love salsa, I love bachata, I love merengue, I love a little R&B.
We have a large idea of family. As any Hispanic person will tell you, we have huge families with our 50 cousins and 20 tias.
I think it'd be really cool to learn about the disabled community.
Well, I really want to start going to events more that are at the Black Culture Center and more involved with Black culture.
Women in the workplace who are mothers.
Skeptics and atheist community.
When you look at India and Pakistan and many of those regions, there's a lot of similarities, and I just want to see why we highlight the differences so much.
Well, in high school, I was like really involved in like the GSA or whatever, so I think I'd like to like learn more about the like LGBTQ like community.
Different minority groups like Asian, African American. I want to know how they feel.
The international community in general.
I would like to know more about the LGBTQ community because I have friends that identify as queer, and a lot of times I'm not able to help them because I don't know what they're going through.
To show that there is an alliance and there are so many congruencies between what it means to be an American Muslim and what it means to be an American Jew.
I'm really interested in the Muslim community because it's all over the world. It's the fastest growing religion.
Religious communities are something I'm pretty interested in.
Definitely Native American culture.
Too often people are portraying this as something else and that they're co-opting our voice and they're taking away our voice. And when you ask us the questions, you're giving us the ability to speak for ourselves.
It's just because, for example, you're straight doesn't mean you cannot go into the LGBTQ center because they would really love you to come in there. They would love it.
I don't mind teaching them some sign English, but they can't be afraid of talking to me because I'm dumb. Except they have to challenge themselves.
Even if you get pushed down once or if you feel like you're being held back, just try to break the barrier, because what you can gain through some of those experiences that you have to push for is a lot more than what you may lose.
If you're interested in learning about another community, about another culture, to firstly respect what that person is about to say, and be excited about what they're going to say.
You gotta take the time to find out.
Get to know me.
Get to know me.
You should definitely get to know me.
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 Get to know me.